Hello, and welcome to today's presentation on making products healthier through reformulation. My name is Joanne Burns, and I'm the Reformulation for Health Manager at Food and Drink Federation Scotland. The Reformulation for Health programme is funded by the Scottish Government to support Scottish food and drink businesses to make their products healthier and to improve the health of people living in Scotland. But why is reformulation needed, and why is it so important that the food industry plays its part? Well, as you can see from some recent data, the majority of people in Scotland, when asked, feel that their health is good, which is brilliant. 71% of adults and 94% of children state that their health is good or very good. We do see a slight increase in how people feel about their health as adults age, with the figures shown on the side of the screen. However, this just shows how much of a disconnect there is between how people feel about their health and the reality. Data from the same year shows that actually 2/3, so 65% of adults are actually overweight and obese, with 28% of them being classed as obese, and these levels remain relatively similar today. When we look at children, remember 94% of children thought that they were healthy or they were very happy with their health. Yet when we look at the graph, we can see the percentage of children who are classed as a healthy weight. And it's not nearly 94%. It ranges between 60 up to 77%. So that means the remainder of that percentage is children who are classed as overweight and obese. So if we look at girls in the age 12 to 15 bracket, 40% of girls would be classed as overweight or obese. And this just shows how important it is for us to work to improve the dietary health of people in Scotland. What does reformulation actually mean? We read so many things in the press about health and food, and it can be quite confusing and daunting to understand what it means and what we should be doing. But put simply, reformulation is about improving the nutritional profile of a product. It is not just about what we can reduce, but it's also about how a product can be enriched, or even looking at replacement ingredients. For my programme, all of our work is based around the Scottish dietary goals, which you'll see there on the screen, which are based around the principles of healthy eating. The goals themselves do not include dietary trends or special diets, such as organic or gluten-free or vegan and vegetarian, and nor does my programme. We look at the overall health of all products based around the Scottish dietary goals as shown on the screen. So when we look at each nutrient, it's important to consider the impact of any recipe changes. When we amend recipes to make them healthier, this can be done in a wide variety of ways as explained on the screen. Each recipe and product will have their own reformulation targets. For example, an ice cream manufacturer may wish to reduce fat, sugar and calories, while a butcher may wish to reduce salt and add more fibre into their sausages. So every project that we work with is bespoke and different depending on the product and the sector that we're working in. When considering your own reformulation project, you can be creative and select several areas of reformulation to include. However, it's important to remember if you do decide to remove a set percentage of an ingredient, such as choosing to remove 30% of butter from a sponge cake recipe, this will not equate to a 30% reduction in the fat content of the final product. As you can see from the graph there, by reducing the lighter blue section by 30%, the other components of the recipe actually will increase their percentage, and the total yield, the total weight of the product, will also reduce. It's also important to be aware of what you're going to swap ingredients with. Remember the different kilocalorie values of different nutrients. If you're hoping to reduce sugar or carbohydrates, make sure that you're not accidentally adding more calories. So be aware of the different calorie contents of different ingredients when you're planning any reformulation changes. I've also at the bottom of the screen listed some simple suggestions to improve the health of a product. This can be as easy as reducing the total portion size or simply reducing part of a recipe, for example, reducing the icing on a donut. You could also look at some simple swaps such as using higher fibre ingredients, bulking out dishes with healthier ingredients such as fruit, vegetables and pulses, or replacing ingredients with healthier alternatives, such as removing salt and then replacing that with other flavours to enhance the recipe, such as herbs and spices, yeast extracts and seaweeds. One very simple way that you can improve the health of a product, however, is also considering the cooking methods of that product and how that's communicated to consumers. One challenge that we always face when dealing with a reformulation project is the functional importance of ingredients. Any reformulation project will be trial and error, as ingredients all play a variety of important roles in food manufacturing. If we look at all the wide range of different important functional properties of salt, we can see how important it is to things like preservation and shelf life as a binding agent and to give texture to a product. And when we look at sugar, it's very important, especially in baking, to support the structure of products and also the colour. That lovely brown colour you sometimes have to cakes and biscuits is all down to the browning process or the Maillard reaction in cakes, which comes from the sugar content. So always keep some of these practical and functional challenges in when you're doing any further reformulation projects. But why do food businesses even consider reformulation? Well, there's a wide variety of drivers that motivate them to change their well-loved recipes. Some manufacturers may wish to reduce the amount of red front of pack labels in their product and change them to amber or green, as you'll see in the box in the bottom corner of the screen. Some businesses may wish to meet current public health targets, such as the new salt reduction targets for 2024, and these cover a wide range of products from sausages and burgers to breakfast cereals, pizza and crisps. Whilst others may wish to make a front of pack health claim, such as lower in fat or higher in fibre. For your reformulation project, if you're able to access a nutritional analysis programme, you could work out the nutritional profile of your reformulated recipe and build some of these business drivers into your project when designing and developing it. I hope I've given you some good ideas and left you with an appetite to learn more about reformulation. I'd just like to finish by saying good luck in starting your reformulation project, and I look forward to hearing how it progresses. Thank you.